channel, and if you're new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Stick around, join the gang. You know, we got that fire content over here, and we're just glowing and growing each and every week, and we would love for you to be a part of the tribe. For this week's video, I wanted to touch on my 30 for 30 bucket list. I know, y'all probably thinking like, girl, you don't look a day over 21, and thank you, because you know, black don't crack. But I currently am 29 and I will be 30 on October 19th. Shout out to the Libras, gang, gang, gang. Best sign out there. Don't debate me, debate your mama. But before I turned 30, I made a list of like just certain things I wanted to do before entering a new decade in life, and I wanted to end my 20s off with a bang. So I'm here to share with you guys some of my 30 before 30 bucket list items, and I hope it'll encourage you to make your own bucket list. Even if you turn in 30 next month, next week, you can still find things to do to end off your 20th with a bang. So without further ado, let's jump right into this video. First up on my 30 before 30 bucket list is to cultivate my dream body. So I am a very, very petite woman, you know. I stand at 5'5".
Y'all, I'm just out here just straight up lying. I am 5 feet. I am not no damn 5'5".
And I weigh less than 130 pounds. I'm not gonna say how much I exactly weigh, but your girl is very small. So this year, child, for like the past 5 years, I've been trying to gain weight. My weight fluctuates. Sometimes it'll stick on me, sometimes it'll go away. I've tried everything, Peterman. Actually, I haven't tried everything. I tried a Peterman. I've tried the protein shakes, which are disgusting. But I said this year I really want to take my weight gain serious. So I'm really trying to commit to the gym. Your girl been paying for the gym for 5 years and she be looking the same. I'm out here just wasting money. But this year, I really want to take my weight gain journey serious. I really want to just take my health serious. Period. We're getting older, our bodies, you know, are not responding to things the same way. Me and dairy used to be like this. That girl said, F you sis, and now whenever I eat dairy, I be dying. So I just want to prioritize my body health more this year. Next up on my list is to read 10 books this year. I am not gonna lie, I am falling behind. It is April and I'm still on book number 1, but you know, it gets harder with like life and responsibilities and just everything comes with being an adult. It's hard to find 30 minutes to sit down and read, but I am going to try to read those 10 books before the year is over. But I used to be like a really big book reader. Like when I was younger, constantly head in a book. But like I said, things are different when you get older, you have more responsibilities. But yes, I really want to make sure I read those 10 books, or at least if I can't make it to 10, honestly, we're not gonna put that in the air. I will read those 10 books by the time the year is over, period. So next up on the list is to visit 2 new states. Most of the time when I travel, I do international traveling. You know, I'm going to different islands. But as I said in my Get to Know Me video, we as Americans, we don't really take heed to all the wonders and beautiful things that are in this country. So I just want to explore more of the USA. Like I said, I really want to go to Vegas. I've never been to Vegas. I know that's crazy. I really want to go to Arizona. I want to go to Colorado. Just so many places in the US I want to see. So I gave myself 2 to visit this year. As of now, the 2 that I wanted to go to, I have fell through, but there's so much more of 2022 left, so I'm not gonna let that dampen my spirits. I'm still going to go to my 2 new places. Next up, I want to take swimming lessons. Yes, I'm the typical black people don't know how to swim person. Listen, we don't go to pools and beaches like that in New York. Like y'all, if you from New York, you've seen our pools and you've seen our beaches. Like, ew, ghetto, dirty, tomatoes. But anyway, I found a place on Long Island that's called Black People Will Swim, I believe. It's gonna take I'm gonna take lessons so I can be able to learn how to swim. So when I have, you know, little babies running around, if one of them, God forbid, happen to fall in the pool, I can save them and save myself. And I also think about like Titanic And I don't know if you ever saw the movie San Andreas with The Rock. Like, what if a big hurricane come? Like, who gonna save me? Who? I gotta be able to save me. And I gotta be able to learn how to swim. So next up on the list is to find a new job. And I'm happy to announce that your girl has got a new job. So I'm really excited about that. New beginnings. We're glowing and growing in this world as we should. We're glowing and growing in our career, and I love that for me. And if you are looking for a new job, I say just stay the course. It's coming. Just be patient. Just keep applying and just stay positive. So next up on my list is to find a therapist. I'm pretty sure we all know we all need a therapist because we all a little doo-doo in the mind. We all need. Friends are great, family is great, but we need somebody outside our circle who we can speak to, who we can communicate with our problems, our feelings, and someone who can help us out through rough times in our lives. Again, it's great to have that support system from friends and family, but sometimes you need a professional because friends and family always don't give you the best advice. Or sometimes they'll coddle you and give you the advice that you want to hear, which is not good for you and your growth as a human being. Next up on my list is to learn basic conversational Spanish. Aside from uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez, and ya tú sabes, and a few cuss words. Oh, and good morning and good evening. Your girl do not know basic conversational Spanish. And I believe, don't quote me, but I believe Spanish is the most spoken language in the world, and then comes English. So with that being said, your girl needs to learn some basic conversational Spanish. And it's crazy because I took Spanish in high school, but in one ear out the other. Like, I really wish, the things you don't know when you're younger, I really wish I would have taken everything I learned during high school Spanish and that it would have stuck with me. And I know, and even in college, your girl took French, because she was trying to be wee and different, and I should have just stuck to Spanish. And also, learning Spanish also is good on your resume as well. So if you're younger and you're watching this, stick with the Spanish. Make sure you learn it. It is such a resume builder. Next up is to purchase my first real estate property. I really want to I will buy my first piece of property this year. I ain't gonna speak too much about it. Just know that I'm working on it. I'm manifesting it. I'm praying to the Lord about it. It's gonna happen for me. I'm getting all my ducks in a row, and hopefully by the end of this year I can come back on my channel and show you guys that your girl did it. So next up is to visit a winery. I've never been to a winery, but I really want to get, dressed up in the flowy dresses and the hat and sip some wine in a vineyard and just be my black girl bougie self, doing the bare minimum and just being cute and taking pictures. Next is to try 12 new restaurants. New York has so many restaurants, and I don't know about y'all, but I always go to my go-tos, which we love our go-tos, but again, there's so many restaurants in New York that we can try. So I made a list of 12 restaurants, and each month I should be trying a new one. It hasn't been working like that. Sometimes I gotta double up in the months, but so many different cuisines and different food and different aesthetics and different just everything to try in New York. So I don't need to go to BBQs all the time. Not saying that I go to BBQs all the time because, I'm a high class girl. I only go to BBQs maybe once every 6 months, but still. Nothing wrong if you go to BBQs every month though, but let's try something different, babes, okay? Next up, I wanna take a mixology class. I wanna take sewing lessons. A mixology class, it's just, we get into the summertime, your girl wanna be pouring up them drinks like she a bartender, you feel me, for the cheap, because they be charging like $18 for a little drink, and I can make something stronger at home. And then for the sewing lessons, I went to the high school fashion industry. Shout out to all my high school fashion industry girls. So I've been sewing since I was 10 years old. Sewing is just in my blood. My mom is a seamstress. She's been sewing all her life. My grandmother. I want to really get back into sewing. After high school, I really kind of fell off, and I haven't created anything in so long, but I really want to get back to the things that made me me and things that I enjoyed to do when I was younger, and sewing was one of them. So when y'all see me on here rocking my own pieces, slide in my DMs and ask your girl to make you something. So next up is to have a 30th birthday party. Your girl really honestly was not too big on birthday parties when she was younger. Like birthday parties, it's just something about them. I had like maybe one skate party at Empire. If you from New York, you remember Empire. But after that, I just was so against birthday parties. Like, you know how it is in high school. People are very cliquey, all that good stuff. We're not even gonna get into it. But since I'm turning 30, I wanna have a 30th birthday party. I am having a 30th birthday party and it's about to be lit. Like, I'm planning it now. I got the color schemes, I got the dress, I got everything. I wanna celebrate my 30th. Like, I'm entering a new decade in life. Like, I wanna celebrate it with everybody that I love. Next up is to go on solo dates. So as you guys saw previously, I went on a solo date and I went out to dinner and I went to a candle making class and I had such a fun time. Like, it was so fun just to be on my own schedule, move when I want to move. I don't have to worry about anybody being late, not want to do this, not want to do that. Like, the day was all about me. It was centered around me and I love that for me. So this also ties into another thing on my 30 before 30 bucket list, which is to travel solo. I really want to travel solo. I'm part of the Black Girls Travel Solo group on Facebook. And I just get so empowered seeing Black women traveling by themselves, living their best lives, loving on themselves, just living a luxurious life of travel, and I really want that for me. I love traveling with my friends, but it's something about just being able to move on your own time that I truly love. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I truly enjoy my alone time. I truly am loving being with myself more. Like, I'm falling in love with myself more just being alone. So traveling solo and solo dates. So next up, I want to plan an international trip. The last really big international trip I did was in 2010 when I went to Africa. I went to Luxor, Cairo, and Aswan, and it was a wonderful experience, but I haven't really done anything that big in a long time because, you know, from there I went to college. You know, after college, you're trying to get your life together, and then next thing you know, boom, you're about to be 30. So this year, I want to plan an international trip. Most of my international trips are going to take place next year. So this way, I gotta stick around because your girl's gonna be a jet setter next year. I just want to start planning ahead because as we see the prices of gas and everything, like, you need to start planning trips for next year now because the airlines are trying to snatch your little coins up. So we're dwindling down to like our last final few 30 before 30 bucket list items that I am comfortable sharing with you guys. So next up, I want to take a self-defense class. So I live in New York, and with my new job that I mentioned, I am going to be taking the train. If you're not from New York, or if you are from New York, you know that MTA and the people that be on the train stations has been bugging lately between people getting slashed, people getting pushed on the train tracks, people having poop smeared in their face. Like, it's just ridiculous. And as I mentioned earlier, I am a small girl, so I need to be able to, you know, pack a punch if somebody try me. Like, one of the items on my list that I also got to complete was to plan a New York staycation, and I'll link my staycation up above. Just being by yourself, basking in yourself, loving on yourself is just such a top tier experience, and I really hope that you all take the opportunity, just book a hotel room and just enjoy yourself and enjoy the vibes. Finally, for my last two, I want to get a professional facial. I've never gotten a professional facial before. I have very sensitive skin, so I'm just really hesitant about having people play in my face. I know it works for me, so it's easier to stick to what you know, but I do want to get a professional facial and just, you know, see if I see any differences, or just, you know, make myself feel good. Like, we need a spa day, we need a beauty day, we need all that good stuff. And finally, I want to do more community work, and I want to give back more. With COVID and everything, I haven't really been out doing as much community work as I would like to, so I would like to get back into, you know, being a pillar in my community and giving back to New York City. Guys, we come to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed my 30 before 30 bucket list. This gives you ideas on things you can do before you turn 30. Even if you're not turning 30, if you're turning 25, you're turning 26, 27, 31, 32. It don't matter the age. Create a bucket list of things that you want to accomplish and do that shit. Like, we let the world pass us by. Time is something we'll never get back. So use your time wisely. Like, do something different, do something out of the box, do something creative. And I'm always gonna encourage you guys to be the best you that you can be. So if you made it to the end of this video, thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe like I said before. And until my next video, peace.